Here is the exact playbook I would use to silence a defamation campaign within 30 days. There are people online, there are people in your life, there are likely people, just adjacent businesses who will try to tarnish your online reputation for personal gain because they're upset or disgruntled about something. So it's important to know, how do we find the perpetrators who are behind it? Okay, because let's be honest, you can pay a lawyer or a retainer and they can take your money and they'll never give you results. So I want to arm you with the information. What I would recommend you do, and I need you to actually, full disclaimer, this is for informational purposes only, it is up to you to make sure these intervention methods, these discovery methods of finding out who's responsible for tarnishing a reputation are legal and viable in your own jurisdiction. If you are unsure about that, please do contact a lawyer and pay them a one-time fee, not a retainer. That I think is totally fine. Okay, let's say somebody posts negative content about you on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, under these pseudonyms, under these fake accounts, under a press release. What can you do? How can you find out that person where they are? Especially if the content is an outright flat lie, it's malicious, it's illegal. How do you find that out? Now you could go to a lawyer, you could try to, get a court judgment, and then you can try to get their IP address from their ISP, their internet service provider. It's very lengthy and expensive, and probably you're going to get ignored. So what can you do? Now, if it is legal in your jurisdiction, you can use a service called Grabify or another service. What this does is it's going to generate a magical link. You're going to put any website, any web page, anything into this Grabify link, okay? So you can send this to a real page like your website or a news story or anything. What you're going to do is a bit of social engineering. You're going to take that link and turn it into a Grabify link. You're going to copy that link and then you're going to send it to the perpetrator. What this is going to do, and this is very fun, it's going to grab the IP address of whoever clicks on that link. So the trick is obviously not to send it, somewhere public where random people can click it. You want to send it directly through DM to those negative pseudonym accounts. And here's a really good way to do that. If this person's writing negative tweets about you, you create a Twitter account like a pseudonym, or you create an artificial news website, register your own, doesn't matter, make sure it's all legal. DM this person, hey, we saw you made some tweets about this individual. We're doing a news story. Do you want to make some comments about them? Check this out, okay? Or read this previous story we did about them. And if you're working on a reputation management campaign, like we mentioned in other videos, you will have those types of links. Send it to them. Once they click it, your link is captured, okay? Now, if Grabify looks like a sketchy link, you can also rebrand these links. There are ways to create magic URLs. And we often work together in partnerships with other service providers so that we can bring services like these, so that we can actually find out who's behind the negative content, who is the person that's slandering your name. So I want you to practice with Grabify. I want you to take a look at other services that are the same. And if there's somebody who's writing negative content about you, not only can we suppress it or potentially remove it, we can also find out who they are. And we're building our own intelligence tools, our own suite of tools to be able to do the same thing. So stick around for the journey. It's going to be an amazing story. My name's Nadernejad, and thank you for watching.